Well, hello and welcome back to Starfield. I am here with, you guessed it.
Maria.
Yeah, that's right.
Hello, hello.
That's Maria. And Maria, what are we doing today?
We are playing some more Starfield.
That's right. So, I'm just double checking a few things here before we get started.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm almost there. Hey, there we go.
Papa.
Really? Another one. Oh.
Another.
Oh, alright, well, okay, it resolved itself, I guess. I thought I had another copyright strike where people claiming the cinematic is theirs. And I'm like, even because it like happened to appear in their, the same thing happened to appear in their video. It's like, no. I feel like people are super aggressive with that.
Uh-huh.
All right. I was checking something.
Hello, Nolly Cannoli.
Hey, Noli Cannoli.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come.
All right. So, Maria, I'm back to looking for temples again. Let me show you this neato gun I got.
Oh, a gun?
It's an Equalizer's Refined Varun Star Shard. It's interesting because both of the Varun guns, they're really strong, and you can give them Annihilator rounds. And Annihilator rounds are hilarious because you know what happens when you use Annihilator rounds?
It kills people.
Well, it does, but the other thing it does is, at least in my case, my follower can't help but stand in it every time.
Not so. It is a warm spot.
Initial skepticism.
What is it? Oh, I could set the receiver to be burst, and I didn't want to do that.
Serious.
I do wish there was a better way to sort this. I'm also conducting another experiment, which is trying to catalog what planets I've been to last playthrough to see if it's the same ones. I feel like these are actually random because I don't actually remember going. Well, last time I didn't record going to Sirius 1, but I did miss one planet and one set of powers. So.
Right.
And I have, okay, and this one is Skink, which I went to. Washaki, went to that one. Procolon 3, went to that one. And Dionysus. So I'm going to just pick Dionysus because Dionysus was. We had two that were in Olympus, Dionysus and Aurea, so.
And Dionysus is nice. Oh, this is the robotics lab again. That's fine.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
I wonder where the temple is. Alright, so we'll know if this is the same, if this is... What temple should this be, Dionysus? Kappa. I actually did record all the temples but one. Because I was extremely curious if the temples were the same thing. And Maria told me that you can see the power that gets upgraded. I just never noticed. Because I was always so focused on preparing to fight the Starborn. And also I was looking at the wrong part of the screen. Okay, so the temples do appear random, because I got Temple New last time that was on the Piazza Plaza. The Piazza Planet. Not Plaza. Planet.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should get Boost Pack, Maria.
Yeah. I probably should.
Well, I got it up to rank 3, I think. It's actually super easy, though. Oh, there it is over there. I have the power, Starman. And this should be anti-gravity field. No, this... Alright, this was Creator's Piece. Okay, so the temples... The powers the temples give you are random too? Because this is Temple New, and it said it gave me Creator's Piece, which was not what it gave me last time.
No.
When did I pick up Phase Time? I know what it is, Maria. I didn't even realize this, but the buried temple is technically a temple. The temple I didn't do last time was the Mu temple, which doesn't exist because that's the buried temple. So you only ever do 3, I guess. I mean 23. Yeah, that's interesting. I could have swore we got the same power from one of them. Maybe that was just a coincidence?
No idea.
I mean, it would have to be if I recorded that last time from new, I got anti-gravity field.
Hmm.
Beginning landing cycle.
A moment, Captain. It appears constantly. Thank you. I hope I am told that is the best if we do not see each other.
Well, I've been statistically a very exceptional member of Constellation.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, this is Temple Sigma. Last time Sigma was Parallel Self. Will it be Parallel Self this time?
Hmm.
I have the power, Starman.
Mhm.
What's this one? Oh, this is Parallel Self. So this one's... Some of them appear to be fixed.
Okay.
Sigma gave me Parallel Self again, which has always been what Sigma has given me. Which makes sense, because that's the one temple you do with Barrett, and there's a whole quest around... Oh, hey, look, it's Barrett from another universe helping Barrett in this universe. And it gives him a headache from all the stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've also known that the Xi, XI, I think that's is Psi? Whichever, XI is fixed too. It's always supernova.
Landing struts primed. Retros fired.
Yeah, would you mind if we like play for a couple of hours and then I try to get some sleep?
That's fine. I mean, if you need to get some sleep, you can get some sleep whenever you need to go get some sleep.
Yeah. That's one, this one. So well. But yeah, just a little bit before I have to go for the interview. So I'm not like a zombie standing there or sitting there.
I mean, you're allowed to go to interviews being a zombie. I know, I did a bunch of them that way.
Yeah.
It works out better if you don't care if you get the job. I mean, if you care about getting the job, then you know, put a little bit more effort than just showing up. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to live. That's for the government to do.
Yeah. I just don't agree on that. It's whatever, I guess.
What don't you agree on?
The government should think, like, say how you live.
I mean, ideally it shouldn't, but that's how a lot, you know, that's usually. Usually I don't have much say over what the government says I can do, so it's like, I guess I gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Zeta, which was Grab Dash last time. Maybe it's because I don't have a skip pack, but I don't know if it's worth it or not, honestly. I definitely feel the pain of not having any ship skills every time I do the fight with, that leads up to the planet. But is this the run where I get ship skills? And the answer is no. Because for as bad as the ship battle is, the secret to the ship battle is just run away. Which sounds really lame, but running away has worked really well for me to break them up and then go and kill them one by one. I have the power, Starman. It's become especially problematic with them matching my level. Because my ship does not seem to match my level.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the game tries to tell you, like, hey, get a ship.
Oh, I'm not getting a ship.
A ship and get a real job. Or was it the haircut? I don't know. Something. Music.
I didn't even see what power I got. Check in a moment. I've been thoroughly disappointed. Oh wait, I guess I got Grab Dash. Okay. I have been thoroughly disappointed with the power of solar flare and particle beam.
Yeah, also.
Good to go for landing.
They just don't do enough damage. When I can shoot someone with a scoped gun that does, I don't know how much damage it does, but it does a lot of damage. You know, and I can shoot,
a lot of damage.
and I can shoot them from downtown. Versus I can use my power, which hits for like 70, which isn't bad. But at the same time, I'm like, what is this? It's, you know, not in the... It's not strong enough to replace the gun, in my opinion.
It's true.
Hey. I keep hoping that I'm just an upgrade away from it becoming good.
Yeah.
Alpha was void form last time. And there's a reason I can't use my handgun, because I need to make process on my scoped hits.
Right. Need one lockpick, please. Yeah, of course they are nowhere to be found when you like actually need it.
You need a digipack?
Oh, what? Thank you, doctor. Okay, yeah, I found one.
Oh, you're in the cryo lab.
No, this is the robotics space.
Oh.
It looks the same, but it is different.
Alright. I have the power, Starman. How do you throw things?
You pick it up like you normally do,
Yeah.
and then hold R. And depending how long you press, longer it will be thrown.
Nice. I did not know that.
Yeah, I found it out on the previous play. I did not know that either.
Where are you, buddy?
Hey,
You-
buddy.
There you are. You were just here. I was... Oh, he picked up a modified Kodama and is using that. That's fine. You can have that.
That was a good talk.
Almost made a mistake.
No, don't make mistakes.
Pam pam. Activate the robots.
That is why I always save before I lockpick. I actually made a suggestion on how they should have handled lockpicking, because I feel like it's a real missed opportunity in this game. In terms of the skill. Like, the lockpicking minigame I feel like is fine, if not repetitive. But do you mind if I go over the change I proposed, Maria?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. So the change I proposed was that every skill of lockpicking. So first, I want to be very clear. Is it I guess it is. There should be no gating of what you can lockpick based on your skill level. If you have security 0 and you want to pick a master lock, nothing should stop you from doing that. Right? Like, that to me is like one of the things that, you know, like Skyrim. You can go try and pick a master lock. It's going to be hard. You might break 100 picks on it, but you can do it. I feel like the same should apply here, and I feel like how they should differentiate between somebody with no skill and somebody with a lot of skill, based on the character, is by how many rings you have to solve. I feel like that's a perfect thing. So if you want to pick a master lock with no points, it should be a 8-ring affair. It's going to be a nasty puzzle. You have to be really good at the minigame, or really good at saving and reloading, if you want to pick it without any skill. And then, every rank in security reduces the number of rings by 1. So this means, when you get security 3, it's the normal 5 ring. If you get security 4, it's 4 rings. And honestly, I feel like security 4 should give you more of a perk, you know? If it was up to me, I would have let security 4 reduce master to 3 rings, and reduce expert to 2 rings, and any novice or advanced you come across is just an auto pick. It's a pick for free. You use up one of your digipicks, but it's a free pick. That to me seems balanced, right? So, you know, because the idea being, if you invest points in the skill, your character is better at lockpicking. And by your character being better at lockpicking, that just means there's fewer rings that you have to solve as a player. And this means if you were, like, super good at the minigame, you could invest no points into security and pick master locks if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to save scum it. I think that's perfectly reasonable. That's at least my hot take on the lockpicking situation. And I think that would solve a lot of the complaints about it, because people complain that, like, well, I mean, not all the complaints, because people do rightfully complain that, like, I picked the master lock. And you know what I got?
Half-eaten sandwich.
Oh, hey, Scooby fan, how are you doing? I'm sorry I missed your thing there. I had it on the wrong tab. I have beaten Hurricane Outbreak, and I have completed everything in Hurricane Outbreak. Is there something specific you would want me to see me do in Hurricane Outbreak?
Hurricane.
Totally missed that. I was 20 minutes late. I had it on the wrong tab. I'm always looking up stuff for the games I play on my second monitor, and then sometimes I miss the chat.
Meow.
I'm kind of surprised because I didn't think there was anything that people would want to see in Hurricane, because I did a whole playthrough. You know? Very Very interesting question, honestly. I mean, it's a fair question. I just was not expecting that question.
Oh, my game crashed.
No, don't crash, game. That's bad. Part of the problem, too, is I have your stream on my big monitor. Because you usually get the people that chat, and I'm just sort of not getting the people that chat. I did pick up armor penetration.
Where did autosave save me?
I have no idea what skill I got from that. Oh, I got anti-gravity field. Yay. I hope you didn't lose too much progress.
No, that's like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, it's not good, but that's damageable control. Damn, I can't believe I missed Scooby. I'm sorry, Scooby.
Atlantis. So much hustle, so much bustle. But as people
Maybe I need to figure out a way to split our, on my... It's funny, because I have your stream on my big-ass TV. And it is a big-ass TV. That TV has the hugest ass I've ever seen. No, it's actually 55 inches.
I'll be taking. Not my first time. Don't know. Well,
Wow. So you're the extra dimensional entity, right?
a stranger from beyond.
Do you still like
Been poring over
fly and stuff?
Okay, Bessel. You know, I'm kind of curious. I should probably hit up the standard ones, I am really, I'm taken aback. You know why I'm taken aback, Maria?
Why?
Because I just thought, like, I did everything in Hurricane. There really was... I'm really curious now what he or she wanted to see. Because to me, it's like I did everything in Hurricane Outbreak. I beat all the stages, got to the free play, did the global warming, got to the free play. I did everything.
Down, everything in the green.
So, and the thing is, most of the hits I get from that is not from me doing the free play. It's from people that get stuck on a stage and they want to see how to get past that stage. Because they can't see the targets or something like that.
Alright.
So, I considered, my work with that game was complete. And now I question. I did think about doing like a free play, like an episode of free play at the beginning of hurricane season, just because hurricanes attract attention to that game. I don't know what it is. Whenever there's a big hurricane, it attracts so much attention to that game. And that's like we had whenever a big hurricane makes landfall, I'm sure it's because it's topical and it's in the news. And then all of a sudden, people swarm to my videos because they'll try doing a stage and get stuck. And then they'll watch my video, and my video will show you how to beat the stage. Very interesting to see that has happened every hurricane season so far. And it's not a small amount of people. Like, I will get a decent enough amount of hits on an old video. And, I'm gonna have to think about something to do with my TV. I just like using my TV to watch your stream because then, like, I can see what you're doing. I can, like, follow what you're doing, especially when we're doing a game that's, like, clearly not multiplayer.
Yeah, I usually like if I have to have like your stream and the chat. I usually just pop the chat out.
Oh, you changed me. I'm now blocking the corner. The bottom right corner.
Yeah. I usually just pop the YouTube chat like to X.
Can you
Do I
pop
have
the
a win?
YouTube chat out? Is that where I'm going wrong with this?
Yeah, and so like you can then place the chat wherever you want it to be.
Well, yep, that is 110% where I'm going wrong with this then. Because there's no reason I couldn't do that.
So you can place it on easy to see place.
Yeah, I can totally pop it out and I can put it to the... Because the left... the left part of your stream is just like, you know, I mean, obviously I like looking at your avatar, but it's your it's your chat, which I read on the right side of my stream. I don't need it on the left side of your stream. You know what I mean? I also wonder if I should put the chat in my stream like you do. I need to figure out how you do that.
No, I can show you how after the stream maybe. Or at some
I
point.
have the power.
Like I mean I'm sure there is like multiple ways to do it.
Starman. I'm sure there is. I just haven't really looked into it because part of my dilemma is who gets 99% of the viewers and chatters during our streams. And I'll give you a hint because of how bad I am at it. It's not me. If it was, you know, if it was me, I'd probably be a bit better at it.
I mean I'm no pro either.
Well, you're doing better than me, Marie.
Oh my god, I hate that bug where the enemy shoot through the door. Ahead.
I forgot to sleep. I really wish my Starfield bed, or Star Guardian ship had a bed. I love the ship design so much because... You know why I like that ship so much?
No, I.
You can board the ship and go straight to where you fly off from.
New Atlantis. The sheer scale of the
There's no ladders. None. The only
Oh,
thing
yeah.
it's missing is a bed.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever design or buy a ship, I want a ship that's like a straight shot.
That's doable. What is going on here?
You're not quite
Did about
angel
a
I
year's
thought may
worth.
have made.
Lucky I noticed.
I'll be so happy when they fix Vladimir. This
Lad.
was... Oh, you know, I did it again. I want to try something. I got distracted by my failures. I am sorry, dude. I always screw that up.
Yeah.
What I was going to try and do is go to some of the common ones I seem to get every time, like pizza. And see if just going to the pizza place will give me... Because I almost always get a Piazza one for powers.
I would never get tired of that.
You know what I think?
What?
I think like if you have the artifact, it will automatically see the temple.
Assuming you go into the system, yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Because I just hopped over. I'm checking Valo. I checked Piazza. Piazza had one. Like, I always seem to get some from those two.
We're still in one piece.
Mm-hmm.
There was not one in Valo for me. Obviously, blind jumping is going to have its limits. I already went to Olympus. Oh, you know, we go to Voli.
Mm.
Nice job. We're right on target.
So, yeah, like blind jumping, like, I did find one on the Pizza Planet, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All my other ones were on weird, obscure planets.
Thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost. And we're just 2 jumps away from starting a new life. We have a workbench here, but we need
No, the
just
shotgun
raw
sounds like
iron, a lot of it.
a teacher that is very good buddy with the students.
Nancy, have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually
The
worth.
coachman.
Hold on, the game's talking to me.
No, no,
Can
game is
find or
talking.
buy some iron? It's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
Sorry, what were you saying? The game was talking to me.
Glad to
Yeah,
hear
like
from
the
you again. Did you bring the
kind of
info, or
name
you
sounds
loads of it?
like somebody who is really good friend with his students. Coachman. Hey, coachman wants to practice today.
Do we not have 20 iron?
Oh no, did you not get iron?
I don't know, they want 20 iron, I gave.
Till I tell. Gladly.
Just tell him to go mine the ones at the asteroids.
I have 6 iron, I can't help them.
Oh no.
Being part of your crew is just
The tragedy.
We should talk.
Mm.
You always want to talk, Sarah. I'm just gonna not pay attention to you. I don't know why I'm bothering. They can just stay in orbit. They're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting to see interest in Hurricane Outbreak, though, of all things.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the...
Wow, thank you, Sarah. Alright, that's really weird. I went to Piazza.
Mm-hmm.
It originally showed me just one. So I went to a couple other places. I come back to Piazza, and it's like, oh, by the way, there's one over here, too.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, you found it again. The lotion bucket.
in case we run out of
Yeah.
I've been practicing holding my breath.
Well, I mean, I don't think running out of oxygen, you're going to be able to hold your breath long enough to make a difference. The key is to actually...
What was it the Silence of the Lambs?
Yes, remember puts the lotion on its skin?
Yeah. It puts lotion on the skin or it gets the hose. That's probably one of many favorite movies.
Really?
Hmm.
More than Enemy at the Gates.
Oh, and Name the Gates is awesome as well. That is really good.
I remember you told me that was your favorite movie and we watched it together.
Mm.
That seems like it was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that must have been quite a bit of time ago.
What was that other movie? The Finnish movie? Like, we started watching it, and then I think you went back.
Oh, yeah, The Unknown Soldier.
Yeah, I think what happened is we went, like, we were both on vacation from work, and, like, we went back to work, and then we never finished it.
Yes, I think so.
Because we were watching, or we were watching it, I think it was on Finnish Independence Day, and I took that day off, and we didn't finish it. I forget why we didn't finish it. Did I have to do something? Did you have to do something? Maybe you had to do something because it was Finnish Independence Day. We were watching it.
Oh, maybe.
It was a hard movie for me to watch as a person that doesn't understand Finnish.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I didn't realize how hard it was. Like, it sounds stupid. I watch movies with subtitles all the time. But, like, I understand English, so I look at the subtitles usually because, like, okay, he said what in the dialogue?
Hmm.
Whereas with this movie, it was like, I do not understand a word these kids are saying. You have to, like, very carefully read the subtitles.
Yeah.
I have the power, Starman. Oh, it broke. Which planet is this on? Piazza 4C. Wait, that's 6.
Mm-hmm. Foreseen. Mm.
They're not jumping out of here.
I have such an interesting setup for the hand tracking.
What'd you do?
I will get some random things together to hold the tracking camera. It's like, yeah, it is so ghetto setup that it's insane.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, like those earbud, like the hearing protection things that are connected with like band,
no, I don't.
and the band has like a little earbuds on the end of it.
No.
Anyway, I have that. and then I have the hand clip from a pedometer.
I don't
Or
even
just a
understand how this
counter
works
thingy.
now that you're telling me this. I'm hearing what you're saying and not understanding how any of this works for what you're trying to accomplish.
So basically, I like hot glued the pedometer clip onto the band,
Mm-hmm.
and then double-sided tape the motion camera onto it. So I kind of like hold it like a necklace to point the camera forward.
Like my
It's
brain
well,
is hearing what you're doing and not understanding.
no, it's fine. I can show a picture later. It's so stupid and it works.
That's what you did? You
Like touching down on a cloud.
so you do you have to physically manipulate it to track your hands?
No. It's a camera-based movement. So I have like I have like the camera dangling from my
Name them all.
neck kinda, and it tracks my hands.
Oh, so you wear the camera for the hand tracking as a necklace to see your hands so it knows how to track your hands.
Mm.
That was not what I was picturing in my head.
Mhm. Yeah, I can show the contraption that I made.
Where'd you get the camera from?
I ordered it.
I guess a better question is what kind of camera is it?
I think it's like an IR camera.
Oh, okay. So it looks at your body.
I guess. But I'm not quite sure what kind of camera it looks like IR. How do I get back? Basically. Apparently there is also like an where I ordered it. I didn't know this, but apparently they have like official like clips for the camera
Oh yeah?
that it like that it's points at the right direction in right angle and all that.
I had no idea this was so involved.
Yeah, was. Yeah, it was quite involved.
Maybe one day I'll make a VTuber for Zare.
Mm?
Do they have VTubers that are like, you know, more gritty?
I believe so.
Because I can't really see myself pulling off the anime look. But like a really gritty, grizzled look, I can see that.
Yeah, I think there is like quite a bit of different kind of there is countless different loops for YouTubers and whatnots.
I have the power, Starman. What do we have here? You know, I'm really tempted to go ahead and grab lasers, pistol certification, and shotgun certification. And particle beams. Just grab all those, and then when I max all those out, I'm done with the combat tree. Yeah, I guess why not?
Alright.
I'm not picking up heavy weapons because, honestly, heavy weapons have, never been useful. Like, they use too much ammo.
And I don't think there has really been a time like when there would be like just dense packs of enemies for the heavy weapon splash damage.
There is, and it's animals.
Let's
Oh, hey, you completed your mining monthly.
Yes.
Did you actually go get all your skill books, or no?
No, I don't think I got every one of them, but most.
I didn't know if you... It sounded last time like you just gave up on that and went to New Game Plus. And I didn't know if you, like, were like, okay, well, now I'll go back and grab the skill books of this run, or what?
No, I will get them.
I mean, the fact that you've completed mining monthly is... wow. Granted, I completed that with my last run through. I've trimmed it down now to, I only have to, for my next run, I only have a handful of places I need to go. Alpha Centauri, obviously. I need 2 from Alpha Centauri, which is Nova Galactic. Actually, Nova Galactic's the only one I need, because I actually finished, believe it or not, Verone Scripture. Then I need the Freestar Captain's Log from Cheyenne, and the Combat Tech from Valo, and once I finish those out, the only one I'll need is Grunt.
Right.
Which I was kind of surprised by. And Grunt, I have been picking a copy up, because every time I do the Cryo Lab, there's a copy in the Cryo Lab, and... oh, that's what I was going to ask you.
What?
If you would go check Potem in the Wolf system on, the Cryo Lab there on Potem. It's Wolf Potem Abandoned Cryo Lab. If you would check that, all you need to do is kill the first 5 enemies. It's 5-ish enemies. Go into the base and see if there's a Grunt magazine there.
Sure.
There's also a
One's fine.
contraband cache out front, and you can loot that and take it right to immediately to the den and walk away with like 10,000 plus credits.
Hmm. Yeah, I will go check after I get this artifact.
I have the power, Starman.
Okay, do we have a star guy here or no?
There's only one thing this city is missing. And that's
Guess not. No, that's fine.
Feel like I should be seen. Found one.
Oh, I forgot to check Toss City. Oh,
It's
well.
also full of possibilities.
Okay. The wolf.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, damn.
What happened?
Well, I took a dive. That was unexpected.
Something's are.
Ah, well, the autosave got me.
Oh, don't tell me that's UC ship.
It's a UC ship.
I was hoping for a French.
There's a plethora of these majestic flying creatures. So what do you think's happening to them?
Target shooting.
Yeah, they're perfect targets.
Oh, no, those are not for UC. Look how nicely they come straight line. Come here. Don't run away, don't run away. Oh yeah, bounty hunt. I don't think you can take their ship. Oh. Oh. Ecliptic Claymore. It is a multi-level ship again. Ah, yes, it is. What joy! Nope. Didn't have any ammo left.
I have the power, Starman.
That was. I was wondering somebody was ripping through through my health here.
What happened?
They had max sniper.
Whoa, really?
Yes, and now I have it.
Feel like a stranger been pouring over.
I was wondering, like one guy took almost all of my health down.
Oh, damn.
I was like,
Well, now you have a mag sniper.
yeah. Also got advanced Orion from these guys.
Well, isn't that something? They gave me one for Volley Epsilon, even though I went to the Volley system, and nothing popped up, so I'm like, well, I guess there's nothing here. So I guess that doesn't always work.
Think so.
Good day, Captain.
It's kind of funny how aiming down the side doesn't count as walking.
I think what it does is it slows you down, your movement down. And
Yeah, I mean it does, yeah, but still. Can move and get your oxygen back.
well, try this. Try hitting caps lock and changing from run to walk.
Oh yeah, it works like that as well.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I guess the faster one is running.
I have the power, Starman.
Hmm.
This should be Solar Flare 5 and Supernova. I always mix those two up.
Supernova. Yeah, the mag weapons are kinda interesting.
So the mag sniper you're supposed to charge up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You're supposed to actually hold the button down to charge it up to hit it full. That's why people say the hard target is actually better than the mag sniper.
Hmm.
Because you don't have to charge the hard target up. I didn't know that.
Yeah. No, aren't all the mag weapons a little bit like that?
Not the other ones. The mag rifle and the mag rifle is like full auto, so you have to like for most scenarios you just tap it because it doesn't have semi-auto.
Do you still like cry?
Really, this sent me back to Procolon, and I'd already been there for a different one, and it didn't pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
I wonder where the temple is. I hate how worn looking my Star Guardian is. Like, I want to take it to the car wash. I mean, to the ship wash, excuse me.
Yeah.
I swear when we first got it, it was super shiny, super polished. It looked so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets more and more. Like mine is just like scratched and burnt paint.
I mean, mine looks like it's gone through war now, which it has. But like,
yeah, it just gets more and more rugged every time.
but I would like this reminds me of like playing Skyrim, and my character always had dirt on him. And like, I get it; it's medieval. You know, hygiene is an issue, but goddamn, if I didn't want to make my character like take a shower to scrub the dirt off, so he didn't look like a filthy heathen every time I did alchemy or I did enchanting. It drove me nuts. Because every time I was doing some kind of profession and I saw his arms just covered in dirt, and I'm like, really, like, come on, dude, take a shower.
Oh no, the cross contamination.
No, I don't care about that. It's just like bathe yourself. And if you're not gonna automatically do it, at least give me the option to do it. And this is where somebody's gonna learn. What do you mean? You never found the how to bathe your character in Skyrim? And I'm like, no. Is it a hidden feature? I'm sure there's a mod that removed the dirt. It just drove me nuts.
I don't know.
Like, not like nuts and nuts, it was just like, why is my character so dirty? Can he not clean himself? Like, I get it, it's appropriate and historically accurate that people were dirty back then, but it's like, we know better now. And I know that we know, but whatever. I have the star power.
It doesn't like going in the water remove it.
Starman. I don't believe it did.
I know some games have that mechanic. Like if you got blood or... I think Baldur's Gate has that one. If you get bloodied up, you just go to a body of water and you get cleaned up.
Yeah. But I thought like the dirt was like part of your character. Like there was no avoiding the dirt.
You are the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will play for like half an hour, 45 minutes more, and then I will try to get some wings.
There's a lot of crowds in New Atlantis. I wonder if I should install a tracking device on you.
Did your fan ask if he should install a tracking device on you?
Yes, he just said that to me. Did you hear that?
No, but I read that.
Yes. It's one of his things.
Yes.
There's so many people in New Atlantis. I could lose you. I should install a tracking device on you.
Yeah, not creepy at all. Alright, where was I? Yeah, the wolf thing.
I guess it's a common complaint. Skyrim people are so dirty. Oh, never mind. That was about them only having one pair of clothing.
And where did you want me to check?
It is Wolf, it is Potem, and it is the abandoned cryolab. My character's body is 2 reasons. Oh, that's the one I already read.
Oh, that's kind of because I don't have anything on the planet showing, so it's kind of hard to know where the lab is.
Oh, really? You're gonna have to like set a course there, I guess.
No, I mean I am at the planet.
Oh, it doesn't show the it's not up
Beginning landing cycle.
for me. Why is yours looking weird? Can you
Because I
unscan
have-
it? So it has no points of interest at all?
Nope.
Huh, okay. Yeah. That's where my cryolab always is. And in the cryolab, that's...
I didn't have it last time, which was kind of interesting.
Yes.
Oh, Tuliman.
Yeah, so as far as I can tell, there's no way to scrub the dirt off of your character in Skyrim. Just from a quick Google. Outside of installing an mod that does it.
No, maybe somebody does a ship washing mod for the Starfield.
I'm sure there is. Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so there's a mod in Skyrim called that just removes it. That basically it doesn't remove the dirt texture; it just replaces the dirt texture with nothing.
Mm.
So with no dirt texture, there's no dirt on your face. You big disgrace. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but I was like, damn, can I not make my guy take a shower?
Yeah.
I just wiped out an entire family of scorpions.
Hmm.
You know what, Maria? After that mission, you know, it's funny. I was reading somebody who said today, they're like, Starfield didn't have any space horror in it at all, and no scary parts, and I'm like, how far in the main quest did you get? Because, like, I wouldn't consider Entangled, like, straight up survival horror or anything, but I felt it was at least unnerving. To be honest, the unnerving part for me stopped once we could control when we ported in and out. Then it was just like, okay, I don't want to get surprised by a bunch of these scorpion things that just, you know, are hidden beneath the ground and crawl out whenever they want. I did not enjoy that mechanic, let's put it that way.
But it was like a perfect scene that was going on when we fought the first terror morph.
Yes. Yes, in the
It was
first
night
Terramorph
and-
scheme. Yes. It was night, it
night
was
and-
raining,
Yes.
and you had the tracker going beep beep, beep beep, beep beep.
Yep.
It was like, to me, the perfect mix of, like, mostly aliens with a little bit of Jurassic Park.
Mm.
And I only say Jurassic Park because the part of Jurassic Park's thing was turning the power back on. And that's what you were doing. You were powering up the turrets. It, to me, was like the perfect blend of both of those. And, like, when we did it at level 6, a level 10 Terramorph was like a monstrosity. We couldn't, you know, we had no chance, you know?
Yeah.
And it was such a good atmosphere. Especially when the game lied to us that we were just doing a comms mission. Oh, we're sure it's just that their comm systems are down.
Mm.
Yeah, right, you jerks.
I mean, that's how that's how the movies always start. Like, hey, let's go do this easy job here, and what the hell is going on here?
Yes, maybe the reason they haven't been in touch with us is not because of the communications being out. Oh, you bastard! Where did you come from? They did it to me again on this planet.
Good old scorpions.
Freaking scorpion bastards. Yeah, I really don't like enemies that can burrow, apparently.
Yeah, they are not too much fun. Mhm. To be honest, I'm pretty nervous.
About your interview?
Hmm?
About your interview?
No.
Oh. About what?
About Saturday.
Why are you nervous about Saturday? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Just it just is what it is.
There's no reason to be nervous. You're gonna have a good time. Just remember. What do I say when you're nervous? Just imagine that all your viewers are in their underwear, because they probably are. They're in their own homes, and there's nothing to be nervous about. Honestly, that's the weirdest advice for public speaking I think I've ever heard of. I really don't know how that helps anybody.
Yeah.
Where is this stupid temple at?
Like, what happens if like the speaker has way too good of an imagination?
Oh, we call that sexual harassment, Maria.
Yeah, you're making a speech and just pop a boner out of nowhere. I did what you told me to.
I think Robot Chicken did a skit on that.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody has thought about that and made a sketch. 100%. Yeah, but like you said, that is like the weirdest advice. Why would I do that?
Yeah, I don't know whose idea that was, honestly.
No idea. Mm. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I have no idea where this stupid temple is.
Right there. Oh, now I know what is missing from the game.
What?
Dragon spread ammo for a shotgun.
Oh,
Or a mod, I guess, because that's the magazine mod. Well, dragon spread would be nice. Yeah, I can only imagine like somebody was like, okay, shotguns are pretty cool, but so are flamethrowers. What about both of them together?
twice as cool.
Yeah. You sick, Isaac. You suck, Isaac. You suck, Isaac. No, don't open fire.
Okay, we have to go back to the ship because I don't know where to go.
We have to go back.
I have been all over the place by mistake.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Open the door. Get on the floor. I like how because this is low gravity planet, I shot the guy and instantly killed him. So he's just staying like leaning on the doorway.
Oh, he's still upright?
Yep. Or maybe we can make him fly. See. Come here, dude. Okay, you're stuck in the wall.
My landing spot is surrounded by gravitational anomalies. I have 4.
No. No, he's stuck. He is stuck. Bum, 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 bum. Bada bum. Have you tried the weird rivet shooter thing?
No, I haven't. Maybe, wait. I think I tried it and it was like, for like listing 100 damage. It didn't really do that much damage. So I was like, and that was about the extent of it.
Right. Oh, I hate that when the enemies start running away. Fight me! Ba-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum. Razorback. Ah, that's it. Rifle, pistol.
Jeez, here it is. Oh, Temple Theta.
Good rock. Alright, the poison plants. I forgot. I think this cave had Star Guy.
I actually recorded which of my caves had Starman and which one didn't, and lo and behold, that was the same thing. I mean, that does make sense, sort of, because in the storyline, you know, you weren't ambushed by the Starborn immediately. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How close are you to getting all your artifacts? How close are you to getting all your artifacts?
I think I'm missing a couple more. Yeah, Santra and Bismarck left. Oh, on... yeah, then I have to do the temple.
I have the power! Starman! Yeah, I totally missed it. I know why I miss him every time. It's because I'm always looking to attack. Look at this. I landed here. There are 3 gravitational anomalies between the temple. No wonder I had such a hard time finding it. Sometimes you just get got.
And sometimes enemies will land on top of you. Oh, that's not an enemy, is it?
New Atlantis. So much hustle, so much bustle.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a spacer.
Space raccoon!
Something on your
It doesn't even look like a raccoon.
Waiting.
That's not what I wanted
Oh
you
my
to do.
God. Following your lead. I saw a smudge of dirt. There's always room. was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it.
I had someone that always said "good talk" to me, and whenever the adoring fan says that, all I can think about is them.
Good talk, good talk.
Yeah. Well, it was sarcastic because I wasn't being that talkative because I didn't know what to talk about. But the fact that it matches what the adoring fan says just makes me go, "Oh boy."
Dad says
Yeah,
you're a
I think
constellation.
I know somebody
eyes
like
showing
that as well.
A starborn.
Because I know that the adoring fan is actually serious.
Hmm. Yeah, even if you don't say anything to him, he says, "Oh, good talk."
Yes. Well, I mean, he
It's-
worships.
It's no easy task to top that, but you always find a way.
Yeah. I mean, he worships the ground I walk on. What more could I want from somebody?
Yeah, obsessive fan.
I have heard the story of people choosing introverted and then getting mad that he then not getting mad, that's the wrong term. Then choosing him because they thought it would be hilarious to have an introverted person have a fan like that. I mean, it's such a waste of his talent, you know. He's honestly one of my favorite followers. I think Vasco has him topped.
Hi. Please disregard.
I was experimenting with an informal greeting and didn't like the results. Alright, well,
That's a good robot.
yes, I love Vasco. That plus Vasco doesn't judge what you do.
Hmm.
And interestingly enough, Vasco does not count as a human companion. So if you're introverted, you can actually take him along. I don't think it works with the isolated trait, though.
Wow.
But I honestly think I enjoy my companions too much to pick up the isolated trait and, like, consistently use it.
Right.
Even though it is, like, 40% extra damage. That would be probably a really good one to pick up and use when I finally decide not to side with the hunter or the emissary. Did they both attack you with their ships?
Yes.
How did you survive that?
With luck, I guess.
Because, well, I don't know about you, but when I pick the emissary, she always shows up late. If I pick the hunter, he's right there with me, and of course the hunter versus the emissary is a lot easier because of course he starts there, so he immediately aggroes something and starts fighting. Whereas the emissary, she for whatever reason takes her sweet time showing up while I'm trying to fight 3 guys and losing, so I just run away until she shows up. So she can at least peel 1 or 2 of them off me.
Yeah. I think I worked like which one did I attack first? I think I attacked Hunter and like peeled off the shield and disabled something from his ship.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, then I probably killed the low level one.
Yeah, honestly, that's what's really holding me back from doing that. I would not be able to fight, like... I mean, it would. Do I think it would be slower fighting both of them? Probably. But I don't think I could handle the ship combat. I have the power, Starman. Damn it, I butchered that one. Oh well. It's not like that's the last time you're gonna hear it, Maria. Oh wow, he set me on fire.
Jesus Christ, they have planted mines here like they're trying to grow fragments.
Another perfect
If you plant a mine, do you get a baby mine?
Uh, no, I think we had the discussion about that on a biology lesson in middle school.
Oh, you land mining an area does not create baby landmines?
Yeah, it was more like on the lunch, like teacher put 2 pairs of scissors on the box and asked like if there was going to be baby scissors after a while.
So who got the baby scissors?
There is no baby scissors.
That would have been so funny if somebody trolled her and put a pair of baby, like waited until after class or something and snuck a pair of baby scissors in there.
Hmm.
I mean, if that worked, you could have infinite scissors. It's like when my parents told me that if they set their stockings out, they would get vegetables from Santa. And all I was thinking was, why wouldn't you do that? It's free vegetables. I get it, it's not as fun as me getting toys, but it's free food.
True.
I probably should have vocalized that to my mother and tried to get them to put their stockings out just so that I could see them buy vegetables, you know, and put it in the stock. I think that would have been hilarious if I pushed the issue.
Wait, what?
I remember somebody in school told me that Santa wasn't real. I had my suspicions because somehow Santa knew how to buy toys from that didn't look handmade and looked like they came from the store, and also were exactly what I wanted when I never talked to him.
No, I found a new glitch.
What's the glitch? Oh, you found a hole in the earth.
Yeah, there is no collision detection on this one panel here.
Yeah, that's great if you wanted to go super looting somebody's credit chest.
Eh,
Oh, never mind, you're at a base. It's not gonna help you.
Yeah, I mean I mean the credit box, the NPC box looting is kinda lame.
Honestly, it's a bit much for me.
Yeah.
So I've always had an issue with that, right? Like, if I rob the shopkeeper, I should be able to rob them of their inventory, you know? Like, there's no reason it should be hidden, you know? But at the same time, I totally get why they do that, because why would you ever trade with an NPC if you could just, like, pickpocket everything out of them, you know? But, then again, Baldur's Gate lets us do that, and that's just what we do. And it doesn't seem to be a problem. I have the power, Starman. You know, because NPCs, Baldur's Gate actually does let us do exactly what I just said.
Yeah, like you wanna steal from NPC? Just go for it.
Yeah. Though I will say with Baldur's Gate, I feel like you have to steal from the NPCs because there's no way to get enough resources otherwise. You know what I mean? You can't like go farm gold. There's a fixed amount.
New Atlantis is almost like three
Yeah.
separate cities. Kind of like how you and I are two separate.
So I saw on the Reddit somebody got New Atlantis to follow them.
I stand.
Like how you have the asteroid following you,
Did about a year's worth of
they have the entire of New Atlantis following them.
So you're
It somehow, from what I've gathered, it happened because they went to the Wolf system, they changed something with their ship, like the home ship, while their original ship was docked, and doing that somehow screwed it up.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
Oh, nice shot. I see you have a big bang, Maria.
Yep. I ran out of bullets on my pistols. I have to use something. All the little gimbals with me so I can exploit the weapon building.
What do you mean exploit the weapon building? You can't build weapons.
I mean, you get insane weaponry when you make your own.
Yeah, but we put that's not an exploit. We used our skill points to make that happen.
Yeah, true.
I can't wait to make my Gate to Hell ship. Just make a ship that's a box with nothing in the middle. So I watched the Spiffy Brit's take on this game, and he was stealing all the credits from Under the World. And then he went to a planet with fauna, and he just like ran around and killed everything to level. He just killed the fauna. But he did what I would consider like too cheeky. Like he abused the game design in a way that like it's not an exploit, but it's like yes, if you wanted to find the cheekiest way to level, that's what you would do. Where basically you land on a planet, but the difficulty is very hard, because that makes higher level. What very hard does is make the enemies higher level when they spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you've landed and you've made all the enemies very hard, you then change the difficulty to very easy and kill everything in one hit. And like, I get that's a totally valid way to play the game, but that's like not an exploit. That's like by design. Because you know they want, you know, they don't want people to get stuck on a certain difficulty and feel like they can't, you know, like if you got, like for example, if I got stuck on that ship mission before the emissary, I mean before the buried temple, one of my options right now would be to turn it on to very easy just so I could pass that. And that's like a perfectly valid, or you can do the ship mission with the Vanguard recruiting and turn it on very easy and defeat that too.
Yeah.
I have the power, Starman. I hope everybody likes my He-Man impression. Did you like my He-Man impression, Maria?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm glad you do. As long as you do, it's all worth it. Oh, Sunstar Stuff 6. Okay. That was a nice shot. I said, hey, man. Nice shot.
Oh boy.
How many more artifacts do you have to get?
Just one.
Are you gonna get the one artifact and then call it?
I used to stay attached
I think
to the
so.
SSN
Okay.
listening
I
to
don't
all reports.
want to be dead at the interview.
I understand.
And I think I can get like
I heard all
Feel
about
like
you
I
and
should
your
be seen.
powers.
Lucky
4
I know
hours
this.
of sleep.
Well,
I mean, it's not enough, but it's something.
Wait a second. Who schedules an interview on a Friday?
Well, I mean, the woman called this morning,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like half asleep when I answered and was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere today. Yeah, let's schedule it for tomorrow.
You know what I've always done to that when I get in a scenario when I was job
Shields
hunting?
green. Ready
I would
for
always ask, can we conduct a phone interview first?
Hmm. Right.
I never went to work somewhere that didn't do a phone interview first because I felt like they were wasting my time. Because why would you have me go all the way to your place of business if we're not even a good fit without conducting like a pre-screening phone interview first? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially because when I was unemployed, this is back when I was unemployed, a lot of companies were lowballing on pay because they knew people were unemployed. Like the one company that wanted to hire me consistently lowballed me on pay and kept talking about, we're a great company to work for. We have people that drive here from Sarasota. And I'm like, yeah, are they driving there from Sarasota to make $30,000 a year? Because that's really not a good deal. It would have been like an hour for me to commute or something like that. It was ridiculous. And anyways, I would get some places that were interested in interviewing, but I could, like, some of them, I could tell they didn't even read my resume. And so I'd be like, could we do a phone interview first? And like one I remembered because they were like, oh, so how much, it was a specific job that I had no experience with. And they're like, so how much of experience in coding do you have? And it wasn't computer programming, it was a different type of coding for billing entry, basically. And I told them, I said, I have no experience doing that. And they're like, oh, why did you apply for the job? And I'm like, oh, well, I just figured I'd apply and see if you would take me. They're like, oh, no, sorry, we're looking for somebody with a lot of billing experience of this kind of coding. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not your person then. I'm glad we did a phone interview. And I knew that they didn't read my resume when they asked me for an interview. Because they were looking for I think it was a medical or dental billing coding specialist. And I was like, they didn't even read my resume. I have none, because when I was unemployed, like, you have to apply for a certain number of jobs. So, like,
Yeah.
I would apply for jobs I applied for jobs I wasn't qualified for. I did it all the time. I applied for, like, 7 CTO positions. I applied to be CEO of 3 different companies because, number one, it counted for my unemployment, and number two, if they were dumb enough to hire me, at least I was getting paid $250,000 a year or more. $250,000 was the CTO positions. I think the CEO positions were $500,000.
Yeah, that's what I did as well. Like apply to high paying jobs.
Yeah, that's literally what I would do for unemployment because we had to use a certain website. I would come in there, I would filter it by salary. I have the power, star man.
Yeah, I mean, I applied for like I don't know what's the equivalent, like a city CEO. I don't know, governor, maybe something.
Mayor.
Yeah, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I would very much like to have like 3.5K a month.
Yeah. I didn't. Mayors are elected here, so I didn't get to apply to be a mayor.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's it considered a mayor?
Well, in America, a mayor is somebody who has jurisdiction over a city.
Yeah. Well, it's something similar anyway. Like the chairman of the city.
Yeah, I totally would have applied for that. I applied to be a translator in a language I didn't know. And people asked me why, and I said because it was paying like over 6 figures.
Yes.
Well, like, why wouldn't I apply for that? If they're dumb enough to hire me, that's on them. I'm at least walking home with 6 figures, you know? I'm sitting there using Google Translate to do my job, and unless they have somebody checking, I got it made in the shade, you know what I mean?
Look at this place. It's a feast for the eyes, a dessert for the senses.
And I mean, but that's what I would do. But then I had to. 1 week I got overly ambitious and applied for too many of the high-paying jobs. And so I had to pace myself and apply because I had to apply for 5 jobs a week at least. So I would do 7. Like 1 week I did like 10 or 12 or something like that. I don't remember why. And then like the next week, I was in trouble because I had applied for so many jobs that I had shorted myself out of jobs to apply for next week, and that's when I realized, oh, I got to throttle this. Can't just apply for all the jobs each week, because then I won't have any next week. It was a lot of, had my personal life not been in shambles at the time because of unrelated events, that would have been the best time of my life. Everybody I talked to about it is like, how could you afford being unemployed and all this stuff? I'm like, dude, like, the money wasn't the problem. The problem was all the other stuff I had going on in my personal life. But it was enough money, it wasn't enough money to live a great life off of, but because I was renting a room with my friend, and I didn't care about renting a room with someone because, you know, I was unemployed, so I was home all the time. I mean, that to me was like the perfect scenario. Like, I'm unemployed, I'm home all the time. You know, I was like I was basically the house, the security system at the house because I was just always there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does it get any better than that? I didn't feel like it ever got any better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the lottery win so I can flip a bird at everybody.
Yeah, what would you do if you won the Europop?
At least I will have fiber after it.
What?
Fiber connection.
Oh, yes. Would you go buy a house by your dad or something like that?
I don't know. Not by my dad, but I probably would, like, probably try to get my own place.
I'll tell you what I would do. I would, depending on, well, it depends kind of how big the jackpot is. But I'd probably be looking at trying to get dual citizenship in Europe somehow. And maybe moving to Europe, maybe not. It kind of depends on a lot of things. Like, one is getting at least on the path for citizenship, you know?
Yeah.
But outside of that, then it would just be, you know, there's not much. I would probably move out of where I live now. But not much else I would really change with my life. For the most part, I mean, you know, I don't have anybody in my life that, you know, it's not like I'm gonna, like, outside of my mom, it's not like I, you know, have anybody else in my life really outside of my mom, and you know how that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. I really don't. Outside of, like, do the really boring stuff and making sure I claim it anonymously, invest it in index funds.
Yo, the guy achieved escape velocity.
Did he? Is he just gone?
Wait, where is the other one? Oh.
Like, I do have a whole lottery winning plan. And, like, step one is not telling anybody I won the lottery. Money has a way of messing with people. Honestly, I don't even know that I used to fantasize about quitting my job. I don't know if I quit my job right away. I'd probably have to quit my job pretty soon because I'd probably become like, why am I here? I don't need the money anymore. Somebody else can do this job.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Like, you know, everybody has that fantasy about, you know, oh, I won the lottery, I'm going to continue working.
No.
I like my job enough to do that, but I think I'd end up quitting because I just... I feel like I'd let the team down, not being as invested, you know? I have the power, Starman! It's just like... You know, it's like how I would view it is what I told my mom, because my mom's thinking about going back to work, and I told her, I said, Mom, you don't need to go back to work. Let me know. You know, I didn't want her to feel like she had to go back to work. You know.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, wait, did you launch him to outer space?
Yes.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. Escape velocity reached. Mr. Starman.
Yeah, that is Mr. Starman. No, wait, I'm Starman. So yeah, I talked to my mom about it, and she was like thinking about going back to work, and I was like, and I told her, I said, look, I'll let you go back to work under one condition. And she's like, what? If like the job is mean to you or demoralizing or doesn't treat you well, you just walk out. You don't even need to show up. You don't need to give your 2 weeks notice. You just don't even have to say anything to anybody. You can just stop showing up. And she's like, oh, these are my friends. I would never do that. And I'm like, I get it. But I want you to have that mentality where if you go back to work, you don't have to be there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the very least, like, do it for me. For every job I've worked that wasn't a great job, but, like, I felt compelled, like, to not quit, do it for me, Mom. Just quit.
Yeah.
It was funny, because I worked with a guy, and, basically his wife only worked part-time jobs. She was, like, a stay-at-home wife. And,
Everything in the green.
I don't know, I thought that was really cool, but she would work part-time. And she was like, one time she was like, yeah, I can't stand this job at Bed Bath & Beyond and all this. And he was like, so quit. Just straight up quit. Like, don't even think about it, just quit. And she's like, what, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. Yeah. He was telling us, he's like, yeah, I think about every crappy job that I've ever had in my life, and I couldn't quit.
Uh-oh.
Did you get kidnapped?
Uh-oh. At least it's Glow Crab Planet, so it should be okay.
Oh, you need your boost pack. Ah, you're fine.
That's scary. That's scary.
So if you have one rank in boost pack that's never a scary thing, you just boost at the end and you're fine.
Hmm.
But anyways, she was like super concerned about quitting and all this, and he's like, yeah, go for it, quit for me, because of every crappy job I worked where like the manager was a jerk or whatever and I couldn't quit. Go ahead, don't even give him 2 weeks. Just tell him you're done. You don't want to be here anymore, and you don't need this. And he was just like, because I could never do that. You know, he was like, he was telling us he worked so many jobs that suck, you know, just to make ends meet. And he could never tell everybody to just screw off. And he was like,
yeah.
You can, we don't need, you know.
I can tell from the experience that quitting was like the most freeing moment in my life, probably. on the last job.
I'll say this, the one job I got laid off from, once I was finally laid off, that was like the best feeling ever. Because it was like I got unemployment. It was like so awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, had I not had some issues in my personal life, that time on unemployment would have been the best time of my life, bar none. There never would have been an equivalent best time. Because I would have had, like, not a ton of money, but I would have had some money. I have the power, Starman. And I would have had all the time in the world, you know?
Yes.
You know, they've done a lot of research on working from home, and they realize why what the disconnect is now.
No.
And employees always feel like they're more productive, and I honestly agree with the employees on here, because they consider their commute part of their workday. And I 100% agree that your commute is part of the workday. I get it that you don't get paid for it, but any job you take, any person that's, you know, intelligent, factors the commute into part of whether or not the job is worth taking or not, you know?
Of course.
I mean, if I got a job that's a 10% raise, but the commute takes 20% longer, I haven't really gotten a raise now, have I?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty easy
luckily-
one, but...
Luckily mine, most of mine have been like really close by.
The one that wasn't close by, at least you could carpool.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was my second favorite thing, was when I carpooled with somebody to work. Nothing felt better than carpooling to work on the days I didn't have to drive. It was like I didn't have to do anything but get ready. And I didn't even live that far from work. Like, it wasn't like I lived like 20 miles away. It was like a 15-minute drive, if that, maybe 10 minutes. But it was just so freeing to not have to think about getting in, driving to work, fighting the traffic. I could just be a passenger. It was the best feeling ever, Maria. A lot of that for me, though, and it probably wouldn't work for you, is... To me, it took the burden off of having to have that motivation to get to work in the morning. I don't know if you've ever had that. You probably don't. But
Motivation?
Yes. Motivation to get to work on time. Because some days...
Well, I mean, there is always a weird honeymoon phase when you go to a new job, but...
Really? There's a honeymoon phase. I've never experienced this.
Well, I mean, I do way more.
Well, I take that back. I probably had the honeymoon phase at my very first job when I first started out, and it really wasn't that demanding. It was mostly like show up and read documentation for a couple hours. And in fact, it was so boring that like I wasn't used to getting up that early and going to work, and the building was so cold. I fell asleep at my desk. I fell asleep sitting up. I didn't even realize I had fallen asleep. And the only reason I got caught was because that happened to be a day that we were running around. Somebody was introducing somebody to everybody at their desk. Like it was the new secretary or something like that, and they came to my desk and I was asleep. And I got busted, and they like nudged me. I'm like, oh, what? And then it became a huge thing where they told my boss, and my boss was like, Steve, you can't sleep on the clock. And I was like, I know. It was an accident. You know, it was just... I don't know about you, but for me, when it's cold, that makes me go to sleep.
Yeah, same.
Nothing makes me sleepier than it being cold. Which is why I always turn the AC down at night. And I was like, and I also was having just a really hard time in general because it was my first job and it was early in the first job. Because I wasn't used to getting up at 8 in the morning.
I forgot what I was going to say, but whatever.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Did I just override your conversation?
Something like that. But
Well,
yeah,
what it
I
was
thought-
about your carpool, remember? Because you were saying that you'd always work close to your job. And I was like, yeah, that's true, except for the one job you had to carpool with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was because at the time of the carpooling, it was winter and I did not really enjoy driving in the dark.
I don't blame you.
Snow
Did-
and ice and possible mooses.
Hey, if I could have not shared like carpool like instead of carpooling with my coworker, if I could have just paid him like $10 a week for gas and not had to drive at all, I would have paid $10 a week for gas. You know, and just been like, look, let me pay you 10, because I did that for a while. I paid somebody like $3 a day to drive me to work. And I was like, okay, you know, here's 15 a week. I have no problem paying this if it means I don't have to, like, you know, because I was taking Lyft at the time. They're like, oh, you're taking Lyft. Isn't that so expensive? And I was like, I'm overriding you again. I'm sorry. I remember you being on Moose Patrol.
Yeah.
I thought you took turns driving.
Yeah, I mean, we did, but
Well, didn't you swap weeks?
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, getting picked up something like that for me, like I said, I don't know about you. I have an issue with, like, leaving the house on time. I don't think you have this issue.
No, I kinda have like better an hour early than 5 minutes late mentality.
Yes. I have such an issue sometimes with, like, just some days I just can't make it to, I just don't want to leave my house.
Yeah.
I've always had that though, where it's like, some days I just, like, I have a lack of, motivation isn't the right word, but there's like an inertia that makes it hard to get to work on time. And the nice thing always was with carpooling, I have the power, Starman. And I really think what it was is I just hated driving. Like, I disliked driving so much that was a problem. Because once I started using Lyft to drive instead, like they would just drive me to work, I wasn't late anymore. And I think a lot of that was because I didn't have to be in control of, they would show up, they would handle the driving, I didn't have to worry about anything.
That is true.
I've always enjoyed being a passenger more than a driver, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm driving in a wide open lane where there's no cars, that's the kind of driving I've enjoyed. Which is not very realistic.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that would be a good business idea.
What?
Like have a buy a like deserted land and just like build a highway, closed highway, and just like sell the freedom to drive alone in the highway to people.
Oh, they have that.
Oh, they do. Oh.
Yeah, we have, it's basically, we have racetracks here that do that.
Mm,
Are you gonna do the final fight, or are you gonna go to bed?
I think I will try to get some sleep.
Okay. Because I noticed you finished. I sidelined us with my ridiculous
Yeah.
talk.
It is fine.
Yeah. Taking Lyft to work was one of the few things I did that made my commute so much easier, that's all. Lyft or Uber, whichever was cheaper. I would actually check them both, and whichever one was cheaper is who I would go with in the morning. Until basically I got into this guy, I found a guy that lived in my apartment complex, and he was willing to just drive me to work. And I'm like, dude, you want money? I'll give you gas money. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, you sure? He's like, I'm going there too. I'm like, okay. It was really nice of him. I really appreciated that. Well, you ready to go?
Yeah, I am ready to go, yes.
Okay.
So, we'll have to wake up the morning again.
I hope you aren't too tired because of like what happened last time you did this.
Yeah, well, I don't think the interview will be too long.
Oh, that's right, because you can at least do the interview. You're not going to be there for like 6 hours like you were in class. So you can do the interview and just be like, okay, and come home. And if you were tired, you can take a nap then. Let me just clear this temple and then we'll sign off. I'll probably just keep doing this stuff in the background, like offline, because we still have so many of these to do.
Yeah, just a couple.
Well, if I finish this, I'll be on my 6th iteration, so...
Oh.
Yeah. You'll catch up, because you can play during the day and I can't.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, let me just get this wait, no, I'm at the temple. We can just stop here. So, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And of course, don't forget to hop over to Twitch and follow Maria. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, and good night.